Welcome to Dredge. So this is a nice little fishing management game with a little bit of Lovecraftian stuff to it, if I am right. That's what I recall from it, at least from what I've heard and seen little pieces of it. But now it's time for me to play it. I like fishing, I like fish, in the natural habitats and on bread, or on my plate I should say. So let's see where the ship will take me. Job listing, angler wanted. Ah, almost me. Well, there was a short sailing. Dredging the depths. The morning light fills your eyes, and you try to sit upright. You're lying on a cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. Welcome to Greater Marrow. I must say, quite a dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Ah, well, I'm glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged. But I've had a few of the locals move your things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. I'll let you get out there to catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo while you can get your bearings in the light. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back by sundown before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on the time. It can really creep up on you. Alright, we have catch some fish. The mayor asked me to catch some fish, to catch as many fish as I can, then head back to Greater Marrow. Met the mayor of Greater Marrow, who sent me out to catch some fish and find my bearings. Seems nice enough. Warned me to get back before nightfall. Said something about fog. A bit dramatic. So we got the pale reach, we got the iron rig. I think this is a oil rig, I suppose. And this might be something frosty. Alright, well, let's undock. So we can look, we can move, we can turn, we can reverse. Lovely. Hold the camera, adjust height, easy enough. When we're at the fishing spot, start fishing. Easy enough. We can rotate it like so. Pull, pull. We're superb fishermen. The spot is depleted, but there's plenty of fish in the sea. Inspect. A floating buoy. It serves to mark safe passage past the dangerous rocks and obscured hazards. Its dim light also provides a brief respite in the gloom of the night. Alright, so let's try and fill up our whole cargo, shall we? We don't have the right equipment for this spot. So that's shallow. This is coastal, so we can do coastal. It's less easy and weirder fish. A cod. We got a blue mackerel and a cod. you right there. It's depleted again. Time only advances when you're moving, fishing, or taking other specific actions. Shallow. How can I tell what is shallow and what is coastal? So we need the coastal ones. There's another place there, we can always check it out. This is coastal. This is also our gods. They fill up my hold quite nicely. If we relocate you. So we are a bit full now. We only have one spot left. So... oh, we have a spyglass, we have lights. Let's check out this place. Can we? Like so. Dock worker. You look lost, fisherman. Are you after somewhere to sell your catch? Greater Marrow is on the west side of the bay. Keep an eye on the lighthouse, eh? Don't want to lose sight of it for too long. We also have a trader here. You enter a brightly lit shop. It's packed with antiques. The shelves full of jewelry and other baubles. An old man peers at you over for spectacles. Hello. Is that? No, I don't believe we've met. Forgive me, my eyes aren't what they used to be. I specialize in antique and jewelry. I'll purchase any special trinket you happen to have. Have you got anything nice with you today, perhaps? We got fish. We got lots of fish. Nothing else. Alright. Undock. Press tab. We got cabin messages. We have the the big book. We got 5 blue mackerels, 7 cod. Rod, trawl, pot, aberrations. Okay. They are during daytime. We don't know how much they're worth. Our biggest ones are 21 centimeters and 90 centimeters, I think. Ooh. What's that? Let's check our cargoes. Do we have... yeah, we have a 90.3. So we must have a... yeah, it's a 20 centimeter blue mackerel. Something is looking at us, I think. What if we... I heard an echo of my own my horn melody. So we have a light. Stronger light lessens the effects of panic. We have the horn to make our presence known. And can identify fish spots at a distance. That's useful. Nice. You step onto the dock at Greater Marrow. The mare is waiting nearby. Ah, I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your old boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel, yours to own. I understand you may not have the necessity funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan. But I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So to recap, you'll need to sell fish to the local market, paying off your debt, and in turn, keeping the population fed and satisfied. Understand? Selling fish helps the town and pays off my debt. Got it. Off you go then. Sell those fish while they're still fresh. So, probably at the fishmonger. You enter the squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around the downcast man behind the counter. You're the new fisherman, eh? Surprised they found a new one so fast. Whatever to the other one? It takes a certain type of person to last out here. It's not a life for everyone. Anyway, to business. I'll pay you for fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are just worth more too. Other towns on other islands may pay you different. But while you've still got an outstanding debt here, I suggest you work on paying it off first. So let's see what you've got. Oh, we got a lot of fish. We can sell all the fish for a whopping $152. Yeah. Some are fresh, like the mackerels are still already. But the gods are fresh. Sell everything. The mayor is standing outside the fishmonger's store. Excellent work. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here. I found this by the docks. I'm sure someone like you would make something out of it. Why don't you take it? Okay. Research parts. Oh, and one last thing. A local shipwright mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. We should pay her a visit. Alright, shipwright. As you walk into the yard, you see the shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. She looks up at you briefly before turning her back to her work. You must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favors around here. Payment is upfront and everything takes some time to install. Also, if you take any damage from the rocks or any damage at all, I can patch it up. Mostly. She shrugs and gestures towards the hull she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards, all well above the waterline, are splintered and scratched. Take a look around. Just remember, the bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install. So plan ahead. What do we got? More lights could be useful. 180. Both catches shallow. But this has a better fishing speed. I'm thinking maybe about more speed. Maybe save up some money for a better light. We can sell this for 37.5. And we can buy the better fishing pole. And then we're actually out of money, so sure. But we also got research parts. Well, we can spend those here. We can get a hydraulic rod for oceanic, or a flexible fishing pole, coastal and shallow. How much is that one? Do you have it? No, she doesn't have it. Alright, so let's rest. Only 27.11 bucks left to pay back. Sure. Right, so let's check out how does this work. It's shallow. Oh, we can see if something is coastal or shallow with the this thing. So back there are water. Some different. Oh, they're also here. We call those the stingrays or rays. They big. Probably worth a lot of money. If we take another one, we can put it here. And then if we look for some cod, dredge, blue mackerel but coastal, another strange looking fish. Oh, we got that. The Gulf flounder. Oh, it's a flounder, it's not a ray. Alright, alright. And we are on our way for this one, I think. What the hell? Okay, sure. We don't have a lot of room. No. So we can only take one. There's something in the bottle. Let's go check it out. The grey eel. Eel. It's looking like a big fish. Can we pick it up? Add it to cabin. Messages. Morning of the second day of the honeymoon and our first day proper. Today we're sailing around the isles and inlets at the back of Greater Marrow. I love the rocks here. The layers and colors are so striking. Furthermore, the fishing is relatively poor in these shallows, so I know he will keep his hands on the wheel instead of the rods. He renamed the boat last night Julie. He did a fancy renaming ceremony and everything. I think he took that more seriously than the wedding. Supposedly it's very important to perform it correctly, lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychain. Ocean's Riches was a good name. I think he has prepared a surprise picnic lunch. I can see the basket half hidden, stuffed under a blanket at the front of the cabin. I love it when he tries to be romantic. Oh, how cutesy wootsy. But we want some fish. Flounder. Coastal cod. What is that? Is that a ring? Well, maybe just sell our stuff and then go for another harvest of the fishes. It might not be a terrible idea. Well, the fish is still fresh. Could use another motor as well. I like how the town looks. Nice and simple, but proper. I have a special order come through from a customer. If you can fulfill it, I'll pay you above normal prices. Tell me about the order. They ask for 1 gold flounder and 1 grey eel. Just bring them in where you found them. You'll need to have a rod that can handle shallow water fish in order to catch those. The shipwright should be able to sort that for you. I got all the fish that you're asking for. $55. Nice. The fishmonger wraps up the fish and hands you some money. Good, good. They should be pleased with these. I've got another order here. This one's a little more curious. They want a couple of squids and a whole black grouper. Don't see many people fishing squid these days. They only feed at night. And well, you know what nights are like around here. Good luck. Hope the seagulls don't get your catch. Those blasted pests. Nice. More money. We got $100. So what if we get a second motor? So now we can go 24 knots. Peculiar engine. And it saves some money for some headlights, I think. Two arrow squid, 1 black grouper. What do we got here? Disturbed water. We're not able to do coastal. Squid, coastal squid. I don't know that one. There's one here, just nearby. I don't know what the meter is in the top. Is that my panic? Is that evil? Is that whatever? Black grouper. Already depleted. Dredge. We barely got any light. No, we cannot do anything with that. Got one. Aye. There was something more here. Lovely. Here we can get a stingray. Oh. Okay, we get room for another one. Ooh, I'm afraid not. Need quite a room for it. No. Unless we discard one grouper. Right. Let's try and make our way back to town. Something slithered into your cargo hold. Infected condition. Infected. That's not. Where the hell did that rock came from? I think at night rocks spawn out of nowhere. A hunched woman approaches you from the steps to the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern and visible apprehension.
Oh.
Why are you here? I've come to fish. There's nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favor and move on. She turns and shuffles back along the path that leads to the light. The mayor, just the person I was hoping to see. Will you be sailing out east, towards Little Marrow? Will you give this package to the dock worker there, please? Sure. The mayor hands you a small damp package bound in string. It's dripping slightly. The dock worker will pay you upon delivery. Please be quick about it. I don't want it to spoil. Don't forget to check your compass and map if you get lost. Deliver the package. Alright. Package feels quite dense and damp. Something is seeping through the paper. Curious, but I won't open it. Here we got a... Oh, it's nice. What the hell? Devil's Spine, Twisted Strand. I think these are maybe downs or something. Right, but oh my, you look exhausted. You're not forgetting to get some sleep, are you? As I always say, take frequent breaks is an important part of being productive. Alright, but we got this infected thing. I think if we sell it, then bad shit might happen to the population. So are we going to infect the population, or are we going to spare them? Let's spare them, I think. We can always change our mind. Have you got any fish for that order? Yes, I've got you. Right, come back when you have everything. Ooh, those 2 fish are worth a lot of money. Your boat's looking a bit banged up. I can repair that here if you like. Yes, please, repair all. We don't have enough money for a good light, but I think we are going to need some sleep. Right, so we need to go to Little Marrow to deliver the package. We need to catch some squid, but to catch some squid we need to go out in the night. And I think it's useful if we can get some coastal stuff. What? Delivery? Let's see. He tears a small hole in the paper and peeks inside. You can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from your view. Yeah, nice and fresh. This'll do nicely. I'm to pay you, I suppose. He hands you some money, 25 bucks. I was given this old book a few weeks back, but it didn't make much sense to me. You'll surely get more use out of it. He pulls a crumbled book from his back pocket and hands it to you. A number of pages are folded over. Keep it in your cabin, perhaps you can read it while you're underwater. Stop by for a chat anytime. I know how lonely it could be. We got a book. Read to unlock. Select as active book. Past time to read. Okay. My storage, nothing. We don't have any more research parts. Oh, we could oh my. It's quite a fishing thing. How is all this? These are rods. These are supposedly rods. A hook. Maybe to get goods, like stuff out of the water, I guess. Better. Big engines. Pots and nets, no. Right, nothing for the trader. So let's undock, let's go and fish. And then return to the return to Greater Marrow. Maybe we can catch some cod as well. If if we do you here, and if we can find some cod. Ghost stock cod, we need shallow cod. Dredge. Oceanic. Eel. Can also go a bit further away, outside of this bay. I think we need to dredge that. Doesn't look like fish. Let's go grab the eel first. Just one, I think. And we're going to sell it. We can put you there. And we'll sell the stuff. Maybe wait till next day before we head out for reals. I want to know what we can buy the next. Can buy the fishing rod that we researched. The mayor is walking quickly towards you. Seems to be in a good mood, with a spring in his step. Fantastic news. Thanks partly to your efforts, Greater Marrow is growing. Our town is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. In fact, I've granted a consent to the shipwright to expand our facilities. The old dry dock is operational again. I've also allocated some money to improve the fishmonger service. We might have something to talk to you about soon. Keep up the good work. We're glad you've chosen to be here with us. This is the dry dock. We can make significant improvements to your vessel here. We're talking extra space, more attachment points for equipment, and even superior hulls. We'll need a decent stock of hard materials for these projects. Lumber, metal, scraps, that sort of thing. How do I get these materials? There are plenty of decent materials around the coast. From various shipwrecks and the like. I'm sure you'll find a way to get at them. Materials assigned towards upgrades here will be stored. So don't worry if you only have half of what we need. Okay, nice. Rod spaces, net spaces, engine spaces, light spaces, new hull. It's expensive, but we need materials for it. I found this book out back. Could be useful for you. The fishmonger reaches under the counter and hands you a damp padded book. A few shimmering fish scales are stuck to the cover. Right, we have nothing to sell, but now we have 2 books. Rods, reels and rigs. Let's do the sustainable fishing first. We got enough money to get a proper light. 1 hour, sure. Maybe try and get my basic fishing pole back. So let's sleep and let's do a. After that, we'll do a trip around the isle. I'll go fishing when I get back. So let's just explore a little bit. So I have no idea what we are dealing with. There is something over there. Let's check it out. Private island. To be honest, I'm not really sure what the difference is. Storage, rest, ruined mansion. The door is locked. Workshop. The workshop looks as though it hasn't been used in decades. Go inside. You enter, taking a moment to let your eyes adjust to the dim light. You find some horrifying creations amongst the detritus. An arterial engine. The bony blades of this grotesque engine are driven by a pulsing heart. It beats in time with your own. Ugh. Sign of ruin. Aberration bonus. A symbol of the deepest carved into this small talisman. It's sure to draw the attention of those attuned to it. Right, so the engine is kinda crap. 7 knots, but it's a free engine. And now we get more aberrations. Whatever that means. Alright, we have about 6 hours to round about the island. Stingray. At least we can check what it is. A day of no inspect. The stone hums quietly, sending ripples through the air around it. Faint shapes dance upon its surface, vanishing before your eyes can focus on them. Place your hand on the stone. The cold stone does not respond to your touch. Okay. I think we can go back through that part, so let's fish here a bit. And maybe we will even get a aberration. More fish. More fish. Can get 2 grey eels. Something here as well. All that's left of this boat is an old husk. You pull a little closer. Look inside. Ooh. There's a lumber. There's a ring. A research part. And a old chain. Cool. So let's get back. It's slowly getting dark. Inspect the lighthouse towers above, waves crashing endlessly against the perilous rocks below. All creatures, human or otherwise, would have their little brittle bodies broken and thrown at its feet. You ponder the intrinsic power of this structure, a vast column of stone shouldering the responsibility of countless lives. How long will it stand? How long until it decays into ruin, its purpose exhausted? The lighthouse towers above. back, do a little round. All our fish are nice and fresh, so let's sell it. Our storage. We can bring this to the Little Marrow, I think, tomorrow. Dry dock. What is it what we want first? I think maybe another light space. We need metal scraps. If you're wanting to get a bit more out of your engines, take a look through this book on the house. Correct engine operations. Nice. Right, so let's buy this this rod back. And let's go rest. Because now we have greater fishing speed, if I'm right. Now we have 125%. Lovely. We have another book. We'll read it later. First, let's go to the antique guy. No, I'm not going to fish yet. I want my fish as fresh as possible. Let's go do that first. Maybe we can do a round on this, on the Little Marrow side. See what we can find there. Yes, I got trinkets. 32 bucks. How's the day treating ya? What's it like working on the docks? As changeable as the weather. Ah, most days it's pretty quiet. The pay's not too great, but the work's straightforward. It suits me to a T. It's good to get that fresh sea breeze without actually being on the water. No offense, but you wouldn't get me on one of those seas every day. Alright, I better go. Still got plenty of time left, so let's just ooh, there's mail. Bottle mail. We had a slight accident yesterday around the shallows at the back of Greater Marrow. A rock seemingly appeared out of nowhere and struck the front of the boat. It did not penetrate the hull, but it jostled us around, and a few items fell overboard into the water. We did not see what they were, which is of some concern, but we believe all important articles are accounted for. He's been checking over some notes from the boat renaming ceremony. He is paranoid that he performed the steps incorrectly. I've never known him to be so superstitious. Oh, she screwed it up. She screwed him over by keeping the old name. Ah, sustainable has been done. 10% chance of do not reduce fish stocks when catching a fish with a rod. Nice. Let's go with correct engine operation. Probably get faster. We need to dredge. Also need to dredge. We have to keep that in mind for when we can Dredge. Shallow. Maybe I should spend my other research point when we get back. Yeah, we're going to go grotesque mackerel. Lovely. Coastal, coastal. We can't do coastal, right? No. Oh, we can do shallow and coastal. The basic fishing pole is coastal. Ah. I see. Show the fishmonger. Got a strange looking fish. Never seen anything like it in all my years. It died as soon as it was pulled from the water. But its scales are still pulsing with a strange rhythm. Don't want to handle it anymore. Have headaches and ears are ringing slightly. Maybe the fishmonger at Greater Merrill will know more. It's the beginning of the end. A grotesque mackerel. Let's get some caught. Trophy catch. 1.12 meters. Oh, it's quite a big fish. It's depleted. But if we can do coastal, then we can also go and catch some squid at night. A lot of mackerels here. Another grotesque mackerel. One more. And another trophy caught. 28.7. Lovely. Right, so let's go back. Spend our research points, then we go out and get some squid. I think that's a fine idea. I don't know how my sanity will hold up, but yeah, who cares? Right, fishmonger, what is it today? You hand the grotesque fish to the fishmonger. He grins, raising the fish up to his face before inhaling a deep, stuttering breath. Ah, now this is the sort of specimen to liven up my day. I wonder. He runs his fingers firmly along the length of the fish, as though feeling for something. He pushes from one side of its stomach, and a small shape can be seen against the bulging scales. He slices the fish open. From its stomach he pulls a small piece of fabric and spreads it on the counter. It's a delicately patterned handkerchief. Well, I've never seen that before in all my days. I give you this thing, and I'll pay you for the fish too, of course. It's not the first corrupted fish I've seen in these parts, so I'm sure you'll find more before too long. I'll pay you well if you find any more. Nice, it's worth 31. So it's very, very good. A man is looking at you through your cabin window. His face is mostly shadow. I know what you took to the fishmonger. And I'll be clear. I know he extracted an artifact from it. I need to inspect it, but not here. Meet me on Blackstone Isle. Head out of this bay and cut south. I have a business proposition that you'll want to hear. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. Right. We have nothing to upgrade our ship with. We can research something. Does this mean that this needs catches volcanic? What? Mangrove coastal. Abyssal, Hadal. What the hell? 15 knots. Does it mean that I need 2 research parts for this thing? Maybe let's get the hydraulic rod. Because with our basic... No, let's get this one first. Because then we have 1 rod for coastal and shallow. And if we got another research part, then we can get this one for coastal, shallow and oceanic. Yeah. So sell you. And... Oh wait, this is 400 to 60 others. Bit of a mistake. Shit happens. 460. But we are going out because we need to catch some squid. Meet at Blackstone Isle. Map. Yeah, that's here. So that's where we were before. Ah, here's some squid. It's looking quite funky. This one has depleted. This looks kind of funky, don't you think? A barbed eel. Ew. Alright, so let's get back. There's another apparition. A spine broken with sharp angles and crooked curves. A row of teeth bent on revenge. And we got the arrow squid now as well. My light stopped working, but that's okay, because we're at the docks. Fisherman! Have you run into a photographer on your travels? She talked to you a few days ago for supplies. I suggested that she took some pictures of the town for promotional purposes, but she didn't seem too interested. She mentioned she was heading south. Perhaps you should introduce yourself. Right. Sure. Yeah, I got more fish for the order. 91 bucks. I didn't think you had it in you. Night fishing is a tall order. Been meaning to talk to you about a new business venture I've been considering. Crab pots. I've got one here for you. In fact, it's a bit banged up, but you should get it fixed at a shipwright. Lasts for 2 days. Okay. Deploy a crab pot. Don't forget where you put it. Should be straightforward. Just drop it out at sea anywhere. Then come back after a day or 2 to check on it. I've got a customer after a fiddler crab and a common crab. Both species can be found around here. you're ever hunting for a specific species, check your encyclopedia. Should have all the information you need. Common crab, fiddler crab. Common crab. Crab. Occasion the marrows, that's the only thing I know. No research parts. Shipwright. Just repair all. Maybe we'll get cost $100. We'll get 4. We'll see what it does. Alright, so let's rest. So this is for the common crab, I think. So 2 for common crabs. And see if we can find fiddler crab. Few, plenty. I don't know if that symbol will tell us. A man is standing in a doorway, watching you approach. He's holding an old book in one hand. It's bound in crimson with silver ribbons. You came. Good. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a collector of many things. Art and artifacts, treasures and truths. And curious that occupy the periphery of desire. And you have something for me. You give the handkerchief to the collector. He holds it up to the flickering light and studies it. These patterns are unmistakable. Even after all this time, this handkerchief comes from an old ship I've been searching for. It sank many years ago. It carried items of great importance. As you can imagine, retrieving them is proving to be challenging. That's where you come in. My proposition is this. I will outfit your vessel with equipment that will let you dredge the wrecks and dark depths. Find me those lost relics and I will reward you in ways beyond all imagining. You need not give up your fishing career. I'll merely need a few hours with your vessel to make the necessary alterations. What do you say? Sure. An excellent decision. I'll prepare the equipment immediately. The relics we're looking for are a ring, a necklace, a watch, a music box and key. I would encourage you to ask around the towns about shipwrecks or other strange occurrences. Anything that might be worth investigating. Return when you have something. Okay, sure. So now we can dredge. Oh. Weighted line is disabled. Crap. Search for relics. Oh, we are still doing that book. There was this this shipwreck here. Maybe we can do it now. This one, I think. What? Oh. Oh, I see. Oh. Bronze belt buckle. Iron chain. And we got the book finished. 5% more movement speed than listed. Oh, metal scraps. I think we need metal scraps for our upgrade. So we're not going to fish. Need to go this way. So we're going back to town. Jackpot, there is a fiddler crab. Don't have any space for it. Another fiddler crab. Let's repair. Dry dock. Like so, we need 50 bucks. We don't have that much yet. Oh, this is what we'll get. We finish it. Right, we'll save you here. We'll do this later. The builder. You approach a woman sitting on the dockside, staring out to sea. She turns to you. What's it like out there? It's peaceful. It's got to be a damn sight better than this bloody town. I think I just need to get away for a while. Maybe not come back. Going backwards is a mistake, don't you think? You should always keep moving forward, moving along. I can't go back. She's gazing out to sea again, lost in thought. Say, if you find me some materials, maybe you can help me move. I mean, really move. There's an island I've heard about, Steel Point, just to the north. 2 units of lumber and 2 units of scrap is all I need. I can make a new place for myself out there. You'll be welcome to visit too. Just stack it up at Steel Point where you have anything. I'll pay you when the job's done. Sure. Lighthouse keeper, what is it? Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? She eyes you suspiciously. There's a spot near the back of Greater Marrow, where the current carries the wreckage from the sea. Some nights you can see an unnatural glow rising from the patch of dark water. I can't imagine what's down there in the deep. So if you're looking for what I think you're looking for, it's best you just move on. Have you heard of any strange things happening? I've seen plenty of strange things from atop the lighthouse. Sometimes I don't know whether or not I can trust my own eyes. She holds the lantern up so it shines brightly into your face. Are you really standing here in front of me? Or is this just another of the fog's tricks? Who lives on Blackstone Isle? I see a lot from up here, you know. I saw that ill-fated boat return. I choose to look the other way. I watched an unnatural glow flicker through those windows. Whatever you've got planned, I hope you know what you're doing out there. Right, so we have to bring 2 lumber, 2 scrap, 2 steel points. Search for relics, map. Where's, I think there's steel points. That might be where we have to go. Here are crab cages. Yeah. So let's rest. And then next time we will continue onwards. So thank you for joining me again and see you later.